Thank you for the introduction. My name is Guggi Kofod. I come from the company Rel8. I'm the founder and CEO. What we want to do is, based on production in plastics, we realize that a lot of plastics today is not traceable. We realize it's very difficult to mark plastic in general because the demand for plastic is always that it needs to be as cheap as possible and as easy as possible to produce it without any trouble. So what we do in all simplicity is to develop or present a very simple method to mark plastic, which takes place already directly inside the injection mold. So that means the parts come out of the mold already marked. That can already be done today, but what we realized is that these marks are typically not very good, and we wanted to improve that, so we've developed a structuring method whereby we can make very, very accurate and very, very high contrast barcodes. On the other hand, that means we can also make the barcodes very, very small. So the smallest barcodes we've been producing are 1 by 1 millimeter squared, which means that they can fit even on the very smallest parts. And those are the parts which are impossible to trace today. And why do you want to trace something? Well, there are two major reasons. One is that if you have good traceability, you can work on improving your quality. And cost of poor quality is today what really threatens profitability. Everything regarding lean and improving of manufacturing as such has been done. And now we're looking to improve even the tiniest things in order to stay competitive. And that's where cost of poor quality is an important term. Allianz has been looking at cost of poor quality, and they see it in the recalls that they are insuring, and they find that a recall for them costs on average 12 million euros. So there's a lot of money at stake in not keeping good track of your quality. Counterfeiting is another big theme. Piracy is already costing our societies immense numbers. So what can good traceability do? It can help with many, many topics, root cause analysis. It can improve your data-driven factory. It can enhance your automated production. It can help you with quality controls. And why is IMCERT better at doing this than others? Well, IMCERT is applied as a traceable marker directly on the part already at the birth of the part. So that means this traceability reaches throughout production. If you have an assembly process, if you are doing something to the part, well, the traceable mark reaches all the way back to the mold and tells you which mold, which product it is, which cavity of the mold it came from, etc., etc. All these data which are otherwise impossible to know if you have only the parts. So the many questions that arise are something like, when was this part molded? Are we mixing this part up with another part that looks just like it if we have improved the version? Which cavity out of the many cavities is failing? Down in packaging, are we making sure we're shipping the right parts? Such questions are really difficult to answer if you have only the parts. There are more questions, such as if the mold has been improved, if there's a new version of the mold, are we still shipping out the old version, which we shouldn't be doing? So I'll just skip this one and this one. The barcodes, we've been proving that they can be scanned by regular methods. So that means you can use hand scanners, you can use inline scanners, you can use smartphones, etc. Normal tools to scan the barcodes. That means they can be matched and integrated in almost any quality system. The implementation is simple. Everything has been standardized, so that means also the integration in the injection mold is easy to carry out, and any tool maker in the world can implement this system on behalf of the customer. We also get questions about IMCERT used for protecting against piracy. The way that works is that our barcodes are actually made in such a way that they're very, very easy to recognize. So if you go down and put the barcode under a microscope, you can see that it's made with some very, very high accuracy marks and structures. These structures are impossible to copy, and that makes it very, very easy to use our barcode as a system that proves whether a part has been fake or is the real thing. And with that, I'd like to say thank you. I will be down at our stand, and please drop by and ask me more questions. Thank you.